Okay, so this is part 2 of my original Pyrus deck profile. So, in the first part, we went over all the Bakugan, the battle gear, the traps, the Mectagon, and all of it. You see Helios up here? Took away the cards, so... But anyway, I'm going to be talking about the cards. So this deck is kind of cool. I have 3 gate cards, my silver, copper, and gold. And then I have 4 ability cards. I have my my blue, red, and green, and then a special ability card. So we'll go over these gate cards first, because they're pretty cool. So my first gate card. This is my silver gate card, Silver Spear. I'm gonna have to actually move this so I can talk to you guys. So Silver Spear is a really cool card. It's a silver card with text. And basically what it reads is that silver gear give their printed G power an additional time. Silver gear. So basically what that means is if I use the silver battle gear on this card during a battle, I get that 100 Gs again. So I get 200 Gs from this thing basically. On top of that, I also get a 200 G power bonus from the card. So that was really good. A lot of the other ones, the second highest is 150 for Aquas. I never encountered Aquas, so this card all in all was pretty solid. Especially with its ability to work with my gear and all that, that was pretty good. Second gate card is my Copper. And this one is Low Bridge. And it reads that the Bakugan with the lowest G power total wins the battle. Yep. I want to see if I got it word for word. I was pretty close. So this one gives my Pyrus 100 Gs, and then it gives my Darkest 150. And that's the thing is, this one only gives Darkest a 50 G. Well, basically meaning I don't roll this Helios onto here. I always would roll him on here with the lowest G power he has, which is 460. And basically what that meant was he was already lower than a lot of other Bakugan. So even that 150 Gs wasn't gonna really kill him. Basically, he was still gonna remain low and end up winning the battle. So that's what I mean by the disruptor. That's kind of what his role took on with this card. So, I mean, it's similar to the Robo-Italian strategy, but kind of still its own take on it. So, the last gate card. This is the gold gate card. It's like my character card, Dragonoid. Each Dragonoid receives an additional G power bonus. Basically meaning it gets this G power again. 100 plus another 100 is 200. Not the highest bonus on here, but definitely served really well. Because I mean, 900 Gs plus 200 is already, it's 1100. 1150 for him. Now, of course, the killer combo is the Dragonoid gate card, Command X Dragonoid, Dragonoid Destroyer, with Dragonoid Destroyer special ability card, and maybe some battle gear. That was deadly. So yeah, those are the gate cards. They're not, I guess, in depth as the Chaos deck. These ones are pretty straightforward. The Chaos ones had a few extra, kind of a lot of stuff going on, The copper and gold, especially, they had a lot of stuff that was going on. So, all right, now for my ability cards. Swap. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do this in a cool order. So my blue one is a little weird. For a long time, I had a card called Fire Mania, and that gave Pyrus 120 Gs and Darkest 50. But if I met a certain requirement, I think it was a highlighted bonus, I got the bonus again. 120 is already decent, but I ordered a bunch of the Baku Tech cards and from Japan. So I have this card, can't read it, don't know what it says. I'm probably misusing it, but here's this card. It has another card to back it, so it kind of stays in the sleeve a little better and doesn't damage the sleeve. It gives Pyrus 100 G, so I'm sacrificing it, but it gives Darkest 180, so it kind of It's kind of more of a balancing. So I can use it for either any of these Bakugan. Yeah, I don't know what it does. But we just consider just as a standard blue, play during a battle. You're probably gonna get its G power based on its attribute. That's just kind of how we're doing this because I can't find it anywhere on the internet, like a translation or anything. I don't. So second card, my green. This is Pyrus 2. I'm gonna actually turn this one around. I gotta read it. Kind of fun. Play after you win a battle with a Pyrus Bakugan. While this card is in your use pile, when your Bakugan get a gate attribute bonus, you may take the highlighted bonus instead of the one for your Bakugan's attribute. Basically what this is so you win a battle. You can use this. As long as it's in your use pile, you can, when you're in a battle, you can, that's not a good example. You can, let's say you're on this card. And this is almost a perfect way to use it. Because Drago only gets 200 Gs here. You can get 300 Gs from here. That 100 Gs can make a difference. Because the Aquas is highlighted. So basically with that highlighted bonus option, you can use that on your opponent's cards too. Because your opponent might have a card that's actually like going to kill you. My best friend has a Falconeer card. Plus 300 to Darkus. Minus 300 to Pyrus. But that's like a highlighted Aquas, which just kind of gives you some power. But power is power, especially when you consider the fact that you were going to lose 300 Gs. Now you might be gaining like 150, but that's better than nothing. That's where this might be handy. So definitely pretty good card. I originally had Pyrus in it. I originally had Pyrus in the deck, and that basically was play before you roll. If the roll resulted in a battle, both Bakugan started at 0. But it wasn't quite as useful as Pyrus 2. So, now my third card. Different color. This is just a standard ability card. This one, if you take it out of the sleeve, it's got the blue backing. So what could it be? Oh, it's something special. This is Dragonoid Destroyer's ability card. And what I read basically is a card like this, you can have it as long as it replaces one of your ability cards here. So it's replacing my red. I don't have any really good red ability cards for my Pyrus deck, but this just fits perfectly. So in all technicality, this is my red ability card. I'm gonna read it to you. The first time you activate Dragonoid Destroyer, either place Aragon on any gate card without a Bakugan on it, or raise your Dragonoid Destroyer G power by 100 for this battle. So, a couple of things here. So the first time you activate, the first time you use this in the game, you can use this. After that, you can't. So it's kind of a one hit, just a one-off. So you want to make it count. Second thing, you can either place Aragon. That means you have to have Aragon on your team. And the Aragon that comes with this, and really the only one I can find in the world, is an Aquas Skyrider. Nothing wrong with that, just it doesn't fit with this deck. He's actually in my Aquas deck, something that I just built recently, so it's not really a OG deck. Just something that I was kind of testing out. But anyway, if you place him, that means he has to be on your team. So I don't do that. So I always go for the 100 G power. That's another 100. All right, let's just say, regardless of gate card, 950 plus 300, that's 1250. Plus another 100, that's 1350. It's a lot of G power. I mean, yeah, if you combine it with like Silver Spear or Dragonoid, that's another 200. That's 1550. Add on this, that's another 100. Add on the special ability card. I think the most powerful I've gotten it was like 1450, I think. I don't remember what combination I used. But it was 1450 to 1550, basically. It was pretty powerful. But yeah, those are the basic ability cards for this deck. Now this special one, another blue backing. This is my Twin Destructor Battle Gear. And I'll read both of its effects. So it has a Pyrus and a Ventus. Now from what we've kind of understood, the Pyrus, that's the thing, is it only works with these two attributes. So because I have Pyrus deck, it'll only work with all my Pyrus Bakugan. So this guy kind of gets destroyed out of the stick. Unless he's on a silver gate card. Then, if the gate card matches the Battle Gear's attribute, you can use any of the effects, regardless of attribute. It's from what I remember reading. I'll have to find that again to make sure. Basically, so the Pyrus says flip a coin until you flip tails. Your Bakugan gets plus 50 G power for each heads flipped. So that can get you 0 to, I don't even know the statistics, we'll just say like 500. For like, you know, if you're really good at flipping like that. Oh yeah. Can you be good at flipping? I don't know. Yeah. The Ventus is plus 100 G power if you have fewer Bakugan in your use pile than your enemy. So if I have my Bakugan on the field, and I have 2 Bakugan on the field, and I have 1 in my use pile, my opponent has 2, I can use that and get 100 instantly. So yeah, that's his 2 abilities, or his ability for Twin Destructor. So, I can't stop yawning. So yeah, that's my Pyrus. Oh, it's my Pyrus deck. So yeah. I guess, I kind of talked a little bit about strategy when I went over the Low Bridge, Dragonoid, the Pyrus 2, stuff like that. For the most part, this deck was all about trying to be more powerful than my opponent. You know, trying to definitely, like, earn that win by just fighting and winning. And it was pretty good at that. It was pretty good at that. At least, you know, against my friends and stuff that, you know, who still played. It wasn't perfect. Oh no, it had its moments where it just couldn't do it. There were times where I just couldn't pull off anything. My opponent was just one step ahead of me, and there were times where I was just dominating. So it was kind of it wasn't consistent. In that sense, I would definitely pick my Chaos deck. If I want consistency. Like my Chaos is one that I would take to a tournament. This is one I would be more casual about. It's kind of nice. I'm a Pyrus for the most part. That's my main attribute is Pyrus. But Chaos definitely, yeah, I kind of designed that one a little bit better in the sense of like how it flowed and how the combos worked and how it can kind of recover from anything. But this deck could still really pull off some great stuff. So it's not like this deck was inherently bad. It was pretty fun to play with. It was really, really fun to play with. But, you know, it would not hold up very well, you know, against a more competitively based deck. So I think that's going to do it for today. If you notice, I'll be posting both of these, so you can see them both. Yeah, I don't know, with the older version, there was just some issue. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all later.